Hey, my beauties. Let's see. Oh my gosh, my hair is like a bit of a mess. Hang on. Hello, hello. It's Viv. Welcome to my live, my Sunday live. And you're going to see me looking over there because I've got my image on my laptop and I can also see the chat. Okay. All right. I hope I've got the right camera. I'm working with the right camera. All right. Welcome, welcome. So it is 7 o'clock where I am. It's not the best light. I really would rather go live some hours earlier, but it would be like 9 in the morning for you guys on a Sunday, which doesn't seem very promising. So, my title for this episode is what did I come up with? Because I'm just popping in, folks. I want to know, I'm going to pull cards. So, if you're just joining, um, on my channel, I also highlight very much intuition, women's intuition, and as part of my woo-woo and wellness combination that I do. So I'm going to use my very, my intuition to help you if you have questions. So I will be pulling cards today. All right. And yeah, my title was It's Not Always Easy. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. So let me, I think I'm going to move my laptop. Hold on. Where can I put the laptop? Yeah, I have it right there. So I have been resting today. It's been a really stressful, which is why I wanted to talk about It's Not Always Easy. But let me see how many of you guys are here. Hey. Let's see. Say hello in the chat. And earrings. Yeah. So I am still in the same location that I've been in for a bit. You can see the painting behind me. I think it's ocean, right? What is it? It's a beach. It's a beach. So how was your Sunday? How was your Sunday doing? I will be pulling cards. So once you're here, once you're live, um, in fact, I'm going to get my tarot right now. Hold on, guys. Yeah. So I think on the East Coast, if it's 7 here, it is about 2. It's about 2 o'clock on the East Coast. And let me just see. Probably some other folks are live as well because this is a super popular time to be live. But I'm here. I am on what I'm calling my sabbatical from the US and talking a lot about manifestation. So if you want me to especially pull a card for you on, as I'm looking at the cards I pulled for myself today, if you want me to pull a card, let me know in the chat. All right. Hey, Jamila. Hey, hey, hey. Oh my gosh. My setup is so like haphazard. How are you, Jamila? So I see the numbers going up. So welcome. If you want me to pull a card, what I'd ask for you is to first let's just do a little centering, okay? If you'd like to, you could bring your palms together, right? And I'm bringing my thumbs into the breastbone, into the heart chakra area. And let's just get centered together. So take a nice deep breath in, and I'm sounding my breath so you can hear it. So, and then when I exhale, I'm going to make a sound. Blow the breath out. All right, do this with me. Don't just watch me doing it. Okay? So inhale, sit up nice and tall, and then through your mouth, purse your lips, make a small sound, blowing the air. In fact, let's inhale, open the arms out to the side, bring your arms up over your head, and then bring them right down, bending your elbows back to the heart chakra. 2 more times. Inhale. Sweep your arms up and up and up and up. Exhale. We're just centering ourselves. Last time. Inhale. Palms are facing up. Touch the palms over your head. You could look up if you like, and then just bring the palms right through the midline. So welcome. I hope you did that with me. All right. Whenever you put your breath, you match it to your movement, you get much, much more centered and balanced and grounded in your body. Okay. So I'll show you some of the cards. I actually got today very much to rest, and I needed to. So let me dive into my topic, and then I want you to share as well, please. Um, you guys know I've been talking a lot about manifestation. I really quickly manifested this journey to spend some time out of the US in a low cost way, in a way that works, and everything came together. And I was just telling you guys about that. So a couple days ago, I started to feel an inkling of something. Again, listening to our intuition, goddesses, um, something was going on in terms of a particular situation. I'll tell you, it was to do with my cat. It was very subtle. Then I got a upsetting text from the person taking care of my cat, and they were having some issues because this person, they'd had cats before. The older lady, like I told you, the mature lady who I had chosen, right? She seemed like the best option, right? Sort of magically came together. And she wanted a cat just because lives alone. And she's like, I want to see if I want to have my own pet so I can foster your cat, right? For some months. So I said, fine. Anyway, guys, she ended up having some problems with Percival because she wasn't really set up and used to having a cat indoors. She'd had outdoor cats before, indoor, outdoor, which is different, okay? Cat people, say cat people in the chat. Anyway, you guys, I got really upset and thrown off my game, which is what I wanted to just share with you, that even when you're manifesting, it doesn't mean everything's going to be magically perfect, okay? Because it's not. So I'm actually here living my life, doing pretty good, and then I get this text like, I'm going to have to give your cat to the ASPCA. Now you can imagine how upsetting that was for me, because I'm like, what? Wait, what is going on? She's like, if I can't figure this out, then we're going to do this. So I ended up talking to a couple of my friends. I reached out to her. I'm like, let me troubleshoot what's going on. What's the cat doing that you're so upset? So it threw my day off. I want to say yesterday. But what I wanted to share with you is the quiet voice within me just said, you know what? Go back into your peace. Go back into that peaceful place that you can access and step back from the situation. Because I reached out to her, we had a really brief exchange, and I said, let's get on the phone and I can help you figure out like why this behavior is happening, right? Like, let's figure it out. And I won't go into detail, but it seemed like she might have even accidentally like locked the cat from getting to its litter box. Like, and I'm like, you can't do that. Like the cat needs access and egress, like to get to its litter box, and like what's going on. Anyway, I pulled back. I was like, you know what? I didn't hear back from her. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go quiet. I'm just going to go within and get peaceful. And I'm kind of saying that to you. Like if somebody comes at you, stressful situation, throws off your equilibrium, right? Which is life, right? It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. I just put the phone away and spent a couple hours just like, I'm not going to think about this. And just I think I meditated. I'm trying to remember. I did talk to friends, right? Yes, I'm far away from most of my friends. So, but I'm far away from most of my friends. So, but I got on like WhatsApp. I just connected in with friends to get that support. And after all that, you guys, with like, it felt to me like a threat. Like she's, like, I'm going to have to give your cat to the ASPCA to like foster it. And I'm like, wait, what? I spoke to her just earlier. Everything is fine. She apologized. She explained that she was under a lot of stress because, first of all, the weather is literally below zero. The winter where I live, when I'm in the US, is very, very gray, you guys. Like it's just gray. I mean, it's not Alaska. Okay. Actually, I think Alaska is sunny. What am I saying? It's just like, I think we have the same weather as Portland. Like it's just gray. We have the same amount of gray days. And so she just explained several reasons why she just felt under a lot of stress. It's real icy, also, she was saying. And as an older individual, just walking even on this like sheet of ice and yada, yada. And so she was calm. She sent me pictures of Percival. He's happy. And I even said to her when she was very upset, I'm like, but you're saying he's sitting on your lap, he's spending time with you. So things are mostly good. So, like, why the panic? Okay. So I'm going to look at your questions right now. So, again, my point to you is meditate, 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 because you want to have that practice of the ability to drop in when you need to. So when stress comes at you like this, like I'm thousands of miles away and you're telling me there's like an emergency and what am I going to do from, across the pond, as they say? You want to be able to have your meditation practice regularly so that when things happen, you're going to get a little thrown off, right? Because we're not enlightened. Life isn't like this, it's not like unicorns and whatever. Haven't seen any unicorns. Apparently, there's a movie coming out about a unicorn and then it takes a dark turn. Anyway, no unicorns, rainbows. Okay. I love rainbows. That's like my lucky symbol for a reason. Let me know if you want me to say why. I've shared it occasionally on here. But there's always going to be ups and downs. It's going to be the Wheel of Fortune card, in fact, which I pulled today. The Wheel of Fortune card, right? The wheel is always, it's going up, it's going down. When things are great, enjoy, but just don't get attached because the wheel's going to keep spinning. All right. And so I was able to just take a step back when there's a crisis situation or a situation that's really upsetting. Take even an hour away from it, whatever it is, whether it's a medical thing with family, it's something dramatic. Give yourself a little time where you can step back from everybody freaking out. I could just title the video, when everybody's freaking out, take a step back. Okay. And I think that's not most of our natural response. What typically happens energetically is if somebody's freaking out, they're like this, and then we start going like this with them. It's not helpful. Okay. Well, let me know if you have comments, what's happening with you, if you resonate with this. And I'm going to look now at your, hold on, let me not knock everything over here. Okay. Put my laptop. So yeah, what are your questions? And I'm gonna pull cards as well, if you would like. So Jamila's here. Yeah, Jamila says definitely taking today to rest. And you guys, actually something else that happened in terms of things not going, like it's not everything's perfect when you manifest. Like if you want to manifest a relationship, it may be 90% great, but there's still going to be problems, right? And you're going to have to cope with that. So Jamila, yes, rest. Again, especially for Black women, we do not rest enough. I need to read that book, which I believe is called Rest. I haven't had time to read the book Rest, so I need to slow down to read that. Has anybody read it? I'm blocking the lady's name. Amina? I can't think of her name. It looks like a beautiful book, and it's just, yeah, I know it would help me a lot with my work and like what I share with people. Mel says, hey, Mel, you're saying, hello, hello. I missed a few of your live streams during the week, but I'm glad I'm catching this one. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. Really. And you said, as I work on my computer and prepare and your Sunday dinner. Okay. Okay, cool. What are you making? And then another comment from Jamila. I'm definitely keeping that movement as part of my meditations. Keeping that movement. Tell me more, Jamila. I feel like I missed something in there. Are you literally saying you're keeping movement as a part of your meditation? Because that's something I'm also wanting to work in. I was calling the work I'm doing now, the one-on-one coaching, like the Mindful Meridian Method. And I feel like that sounds boring. So I name it. I buy the website, you guys. I think I bought the website. I'm using the name Mindful Meridian Method, right? So it's 3 M's. I don't know. I like M's. Mindful Meridian Method. Then I'm like, it just sounds so boring. I wanted to say like God is something. So maybe if you guys would indulge me, I may ask you what name you like, okay? Let me see what other comments here. Mel says, "That's so unfortunate for people to shock you like that when you're not." Exactly. A girlfriend of mine, Mel, said the same thing because she's like, "Really? What is it with people?" Because again, you guys, my plan is to be out of the country. God got us willing for 3 months, right? You pledge to foster an animal for that time. Imagine if you took a kid in, right? You're not like, oh, you know what? The kid is throwing up. I'm returning it. Seriously. I mean, I don't want to offend anybody by comparing a cat to a child. What I'm saying is it's a responsibility, right? You've taken on a responsibility. And I know that I'd be like, I might be upset, but I'd be like, oh shit, I promised I would do this. And also, this woman is very capable. You guys, I didn't live my cat with someone who's like, homeless or who's like I left Percival with some she's stable, she's got her own home, has raised children, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's a cat. And the cat is fairly well behaved. You guys have seen Percival, you've seen him like come up during live streams, right? A lot of you have. So I'm talking about my cat Percival. So yes, so this person, for them to literally text me and be like, if this continues, I may have to take your cat to the ASPCA. And I'm like, whoa. And like I said, she admitted to me when I spoke to her like an hour ago, because if I looked tired, seriously, that was part of it. It was too many different shocks. Because I am a sensitive person. I am a highly sensitive spiritual person, HSSP, like my recent video that I made. You might be one too. Like I said, this woman admitted that even her own girlfriend is like, you should not have sent a text like that to someone. You should not have sent a text threatening to give her beloved pet to the ASPCA like you're done. And so she apologized. She did apologize, and yeah. But it was scary. It was scary. All right. Pets, oh, they can absolutely feel like our children because I don't have children. But Mel, for you, you may not know this, but truly, like even clients, like a lot of folks see me on YouTube and then they may come for coaching, like for their stress and my mindful meridian method, which I think I'm going to rename. And I really care about the people I work with. So when I work with someone or somebody's in my life, I get very involved with them, almost like you would with like your own family. So that's part of being an empath. And my one of my good friends is like, Viv, people get attracted to you because they kind of want to I don't want to say take your energy. She has a way she puts it. Sometimes she says energy vampires. She's like, some people are energy vampires, and we're talking about people like maybe in real life that I meet who kind of glom onto you kind of thing. So because they sense you're compassionate, you're caring, you'll listen. Let me know if that happens to you, because I'm sure some of you watching have a similar energetic path like I do. Okay, so let me see some more comments here. The raising of the hands and going into the heart chakra. Yes. Oh, you like that move? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Well, so really the arms do connect in, because think about it like massage or any sort of touch, right? Look at where it comes in. It comes in and it's the heart, coming from the heart. So, like, also, especially massage therapists, a lot of times that is an expression. I'm talking to my laptop, okay? Or because I can see myself there. A lot of massage therapists work is there are people who come from the heart, right? And it's that line going through the hand for them to give you that healing energy, that chi. So yeah, that's heart chakra work, nursing, but especially anything really hands-on. So yeah, cornbread, rice and beans, and pot roast. Ooh, okay. And sugar-free iced tea. That sounds nice. The sugar-free iced tea makes me think of summer though. Now, that sounds like a summer um, iced tea. I've literally only drink in the summer. And who am I lying to? Listen, guys, I brought Twinings because I'm in the UK. I bought Twinings. I think it has like Her Majesty's seal or whatever. And I'm drinking the green tea, you guys. And I realized, you're staying up till 1, like you have energy, you're awake, you're alert. It's the green tea. I can't even have green tea. I know I talk about matcha, and I was telling actually a client recently to switch out of the coffee because she was having a lot of anxiety. You guys, if you have anxiety, you need to cut down the coffee. Coffee literally in sensitive people leads to symptoms that are mimicking anxiety. Okay. So I was telling her to try matcha instead because she's having like 2 cups of coffee. I cannot have, if I have 2 cups of coffee, I will be up till about 4:30 in the morning that night. That night. So I'm super sensitive to it. But yeah, matcha is at least you're getting a lot of wonderful benefits, and I think it's the polyphenols. So I love the taste of matcha, but even that, I don't need it on a regular basis, you guys. I wake up and I'm like, okay, I'll have something hot. I'll have like a ginger turmeric, which is something I recommend. Those herbals, ginger, turmeric, are usually stimulating enough for sensitive people, and then I'm good. I don't need to be like, wide, like, and wired, right? So, yeah, so even iced tea, I would have to have like decaf iced tea. Most, yeah, Southern roots. Well, my friend, or sweet tea, right? I have a friend who will remain unnamed, who pushed themselves into a diabetic emergency. Like, you can't make this up. They were drinking so much like sweet tea, I guess they call it, and they're Southern. Because I'm from Jamaica, grew up in the Bronx, grew up in New York City, mostly roam around the Northeast of the US. So sweet tea isn't a term I would use, but he was telling me they make the tea is so sweet. You're basically drinking sugar water. So I said to him, I said, yeah, you're drinking sugar water all day. What do you think's going to happen to your blood sugar? Literally, the last we spoke about it, about this health thing, they figured it out. My friend figured it out, stopped it, and like everything normalized. Now, I don't know if it since has gone, because I don't know what their habits are and whatever and their health condition, but they realized the sweet tea pushed them into like having to go to the hospital. So, anyway, but yes, Southern roots. I feel like you guys make the tea super sweet. But that sounds really nice to me. I only without the pot roast, but that would be a meal for me with like rice, beans. I would put some plantains because um, I really believe in like I think it is also the 5 element or 5 taste concept. That's why I like Thai food. So I like a little sweet, a little sour, a little like umami. Like you want all those tastes. So for me, rice and beans, they're both kind of bland, but then I would spice up the beans, of course, right? We're not having bland food. But then I would put in some sweet fried plantain, and that would be a perfect meal for me. I would be so happy. Rice, beans, some plantains or plantanos, Spanish. But Spanish people are usually having the green plantains in Jamaica. And one of my favorite foods, if you're like Viv, you can only have 4 foods. Probably I would pick a sweet plantains and we fry them. So good. So, so good. Jamila says, same. I drink iced tea in the summer, but I love chai when it's cold. Yeah. Some chai is nice. And chai, I made a video on it. I think everybody's like, yeah, whatever, chai. Chai is really balancing because the tea is the stimulant, but the black pepper, the ginger, the cardamom all help your digestion and they clear mucus. So it literally is almost a medicinal tea, right? So I think a lot of us, like Westerners, are just like, oh yeah, chai. But that's part of the wisdom of coming out of the Indian continent, or like it helps break up the mucus that we often wake up with, right? From like a heavy meal. And it clears it out. It slightly stimulates the immune system. So chai is good. Chai is really good. Yeah. Hey, intuitive Tammy. All right, let me see. Where can I put you guys? I'm gonna try this. If we get cut off, forgive me. I'm gonna pull some cards for you guys before I go. So, whoops. All right, don't get too close now. Oi, 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 oi. I am literally, hold on here, guys. I want to be able to see the comments right at eye level. So I'm trying to place my laptop, but then I need a place where you guys are on my cell phone that I can prop it. And that's what I'm having trouble doing. Hold on. Let me see if it's going to cause a glitch with my computer. Okay, no, this is it. This is it. If you suddenly see the ceiling and a chandelier, it's because the phone flipped like that. Okay, so let me pull some cards for you guys. Um, so Tammy's here, Jamila's here. talking about this tea, I'm about to boil some water. Yeah, get some tea. Get some tea. We'll just hang out. I trimmed and evened out my hair. I actually really like the way the gray is coming in, but with some black, we'll see how I continue to like it. So those of you just joining, I was talking about even when you manifest, everything's not going to be perfect. So don't feel like you failed. Like I did. I started to feel a little bit like, is my manifestation falling apart, right? And then like I had to calm myself because, and this is, I really want you to get this. Sometimes when you say you manifest a certain amount of money and then you start to doubt and then the money dips. I was doing the same thing with my manifestation. The moment this woman started to like waffle and freak out, I started to go like this. And then we all impact each other, is what I'm saying. So that's why I had to calm myself. So anything that's going on for you guys, my message to you with this live is calm yourself again, breathe, relax, and trust. Okay, and that's what the cards. You guys know I brought a second set of cards, so I can still keep while I'm traveling, I can still have cards to use. Um, One of the cards, so I got if I ever do a reading for you or the energy healing and then reading, and we pull this. This is a card very much about rest, the Four of Swords. It's about rest before the fray. Like you're going to go back to something but rest. And I got that this morning. And so, yeah, I literally take a nap, and I really don't take naps. I talk about it because I think it's part of the divine feminine, but I'm not a big napper. Took a nap, you guys, for like, it was longer, but it was okay. It was like 2 hours, which is longer than you should really nap. And then with this card, I got the Wheel of Fortune. And that's when I woke up and spoke to the woman, she was calmed down, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Things go up, they go down. Take some rest. Yep. So right on point, right on point. I also got another beautiful card I had shown briefly. And together it really said to me to rest. I got this card, the Void. And it says, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. Right? So I was like, yep, I need to rest. These people are wearing me out. And some other things with people around me here had happened that I didn't have anything to do with, but it was impacting my sensitive spirit. So we need to allow ourselves to take time to replenish, is all I'm saying. And then, yeah. And then I got this one also. This is beautiful, you guys, the Hathors. I don't think I had shown this when I showed this new deck before. And so it says, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. The Hathors, I don't totally understand it, but of course, having to do, it's like a group of beings that, um, from Egyptian times, that with the energy of Hathor, very much about the feminine, like it said, that caring. The card, the meaning was like, you are being loved and cared for, like just trust. And I think I mentioned trust is my word for the year. I decided because what I need to do is, and I will admit this to you, and many of you are probably doing this. This was the card that was like a little warning card. Loosen your grip, because I was freaking out and trying to figure out how am I going to control the situation with my cat. And I literally had to just let go and like, you know what, if she brings the cat, because I couldn't find somebody else to like take him right away. My dearest friends, they have dogs, and so they're really reluctant to take a cat in with these very high energy dogs. So you guys, like I said, I was freaking out, and Spirit is like, loosen your grip, rest, trust, right? And let God in, coping mechanisms. And so I did. I listened. I just took a little break and just was like, you guys remember it's an old movie and a song, Que Sera, Sera. I watched it when I was a kid. Any of you watching, you would have had to watch it when you were a kid. It was a movie from the 60s, but it had that song in it. And Que Sera, Sera means what will be, will be. Que Sera, Sera. Very much the Wheel of Fortune card. Okay, so who wants a card draw? I think I can let go of my cards, right? See what, because yeah, my energy is a little bit low, like I said, because some things have been happening here with the friends, the folks I'm around. They've had some stuff happen. Um, so I will probably be in this same location for another about 4 or 5 days, and then I'll be in a new location in the UK. All right. I'll bring you guys with me. I would have loved to film some outside in a garden. There's a beautiful garden here, but it has been so gray. Today was so windy. I'm like, I love YouTube. I'd love to get you B-roll of this, pretty garden and the stone wall, but I'm like, I'm not going out there. I don't want to catch a cold. Um, my energy was already low, so I apologize that you didn't get to see this beautiful garden. If I get a sunny day, I'll film and I may make like a meditation outside with it or something, or like maybe quotes or something nice like that. Okay, so let me read your comments. Let's see. Let's go back up. Mel says, okay, we're talking about tea. I don't like syrupy tea. I need it to have just a hint of natural sweeteners. Yep. Me too. I just colored mine ice. Okay. Wow. Intuitive Tammy says, my food is always seasoned with cumin, black pepper, garlic powder, onion. Of course. Of course. Yeah. I love controlling the salt in my food. Yeah, absolutely. You guys, I'm finding though, we can also have, most of you won't have this, but I don't really eat prepared food except cookies, which usually don't have much sugar, much salt, right? You can have too little salt relative to the amount of water you're taking in. So I really try to drink close to the 8 cups of water because of a kidney stone issue before. And I do tend to run like, especially as I get older, there's more dryness, right? That's actually a thing that Ayurveda explains as our vata is increasing. We get more dry. And so it's important to have enough salt relative to your water content. So um, I've taken to actually starting to add a little more salt. Plus, I have low blood pressure, normal to low. Okay, so just a weird little thing to mention. What cards are those? The Hathor. The Hathors has come to you. Yeah. Okay, now let me show you the deck. It sounds like Intuitive Tammy. Weren't you in the live where I showed this? It's the Starseed Oracle deck, and I showed some of the cards. It has people, but it also just has imagery. It has some, diversity, but not, it's a card where I was saying it shows all different kinds of people, um, but of course not as much as it could. But yeah, the Hathors. But I love the imagery overall, the style of it. So here, when I say it, just it'll just have a lot of imagery that's not just focused on an individual person. But yeah, the Hathors, that's the card. So it's the Starseed Oracle deck. I believe it's a very popular Oracle deck. The woman's name is Rebecca Campbell. I believe she has like 3 of them. So the box is like this. So it's kind of cool. And inside it says, your heart is a portal. Can you see that? Your heart is a portal. So interesting box. And it's a very thick box, like super, you're probably paying most of the cost of the cards is probably for the box. So I really do like it, and I am using it when I do the energy, the chakra energy work, and then I do a short reading after. I have these cards for that. So I had to order them while I'm in the UK because I only had traveled with my tarot deck. But I like to mix tarot with oracle. So you guys come for a reading. It's supporting my work, supporting the channel. And the reading, like I said, is combined with the energy healing, with the distance energy healing. And you will absolutely feel it. It's on my website at intheflowofmagic.com. And I think it comes under one-on-one because the group programs and then one-on-one. Okay. Jamila says she would like a card. Jamila, I'm going to use this Starseed Oracle for you. And I have not memorized the meanings of all of these cards, but they have proved, the ones I've worked with so far have proved like I'm in sync with this deck. I literally was like, I need an oracle deck. If you know me, I could spend hours making a decision like that, but I went on and it was like one of the first 3 decks I saw, and I was like, okay, this is it. So, and it has proven to be very good for me. And I've done even some lives where I've pulled for folks. Yeah, hold on one. Ooh, yeah, I'm doing this weird thing with, because I'm on the, hold on. I'm doing a weird commenting thing with, because it's, I can't even explain it. In the chat, the way I have like my cosmetic bag laying on the keyboard of my computer to hold up the phone. So it's like kind of typing. It's like ghost typing. So this is for Jamila. Jamila, Jamila, Jamila. Yeah, I'm gonna pull from the Star Seed. So this isn't just like a daily card. This is more something to work on, I would say, for the week or the month, okay? Okay, let's see. So Jamila, you got whatever this card is. What is this? Okay, so upside down. So oracle cards, when I get them upside down, I do think there's some issue or it needs to be looked at. And Jamila, you got the card that I've been getting a lot. Seriously, messenger. Okay, and you see, if you, it's hard to make out, but it's like a woman. It's almost like that Mother Mary archetypal image, but they leave it where you can see it's like angel wings. Can you see that? And so it says, Jamila, Sirius energy, Sirius, bringing harmony and balance. And because I've been pulling this card, I know a little bit about it because it keeps coming up. It says that, yeah, you have a mission on the planet to bring harmony and balance. You're here purposefully. You wanted to incarnate here, Jamila. Okay, and I'm going to read you. I think what I'll just do is read you the question for you to ponder. The soul inquiry. It says, how are you being called to bring harmony to your life or the planet? Because that's what you're about, messenger, right? Of this sort of higher states of being. Okay. And there, a second question is, and this, you guys, you can't make this up because you know I talk about the divine feminine, and like, okay, where am I, more on that. And this card, messenger, has to do with that. It has to do with that. So the second inquiry it gives is, how are you being called to honor the sacred masculine and feminine within you? And the rest of the card talks about, as a messenger, you are here to bring that a rebalancing of the masculine and feminine is happening worldwide. It's a resurgence of the sacred within us all. Guys, I ordered this deck. I don't know. I didn't see every card. And then this one keeps popping up for me, and it's already, so it's sort of confirming. So, Jamila, I hope that brings you some sense of those two questions you can investigate, because you are here to bring harmony and balance. You're here for this particular higher purpose. I think it even says that the people who are the messengers, they reincarnate over and over to help the planet. So, Jamila, let me know how that rings to you. And let me just be sure that I'm not blocking my, here, hold on. I may have to do that. I turned the phone, but it looks like it's still showing it horizontally, so that's great. Yeah, whatever will be, will be. Que sera, sera. Yes, it's by Doris Day. See, we're dating ourselves, Mel. But yeah, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. And I actually think that is Italian. I could be wrong. It could be Spanish, but they're so close because in Italian, I'm pretty sure sarà, with a little accent over the A, is will, like future, sarà, what will be. Um, yeah. So, yeah, Mel says Turner Classic Movie. Yes. My friend who passed, he loved Turner Classic Movies. I didn't really. You could be watching black and white movies, you guys. Some of you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Like, what? Black and white? What? I didn't so much, but that I remember that movie and the song from when I was a little girl. I think the story, interestingly enough, is I think it's a little girl or a little boy is kidnapped, and they're in the house, and she comes in and she feels that they're in the house, right, that they're locked up, and she starts singing the song. Mel, tell me if I'm right on this. She starts singing, and it's beautiful. Her voice is beautiful, and either the kid like starts screaming because he hears, the que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Okay, Intuitive Tammy says, oh, yes, I have those. I thought they looked familiar. I don't have my glasses on. Okay, Tammy, you're talking about you have this deck, right? Is that what you're saying? That is so funny. Jamila says, my meditation this morning, I asked what I'm here for. No kidding. Wow. Jamila, because sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm not going to go live on YouTube. I don't have anything to talk about. But I really felt like I should. And again, it might have been literally to share this with you that you are a messenger. Let me read more then. Because if, do you see how amazing that is, you guys? Here, I'm putting my makeup bag back on my, hold on, and I'm going to turn. See you guys. Hopefully the phone will stay. I have to kind of scrunch down. All right. I'll read you. I'm going to read you some more, Jamila. And so I think that there are others of you who would get this messenger card. So let me read a little bit more of it. Because those of you who watched, I want to say my last live or previous, this same card came up. You're part of the lineage of souls, Jamila and others, who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of the planet. Lifetimes, okay? To returning time and again to seed the light, the crystalline ones, the ones who are here to plant the sacredness of life back in, to honor both the sacred feminine and masculine, to usher deep reverence back in. Many ascended masters are thought to be connected to the energy of Sirius. So Sirius is like a star system, and I think it's one planet, and then there's another planet close to it. You can look that up, but it's just said to be where some souls who are on planet Earth now came from. This it says these people that are connected to the energy of Sirius, often appearing as a shade of blue, they hold the frequency of pure love and are here to help the masculine and feminine exist in harmony. So it's really beautiful. So Jamila, I wonder, don't you feel that, right? You were asking this morning, like, why are you here? Do you have a spiritual practice already? Okay, let me read what she says. She says, I've always felt that I have a higher purpose or something I should be doing. Yes. Jamila, why don't you come for energy work and the half card reading. So it's not just divination and it's not just energy healing. I combine them. But I would ask you here, what are you attracted to? Like, do you, when you see a small child being ignored, does it tug at your heart? Which happens like to me. I see so many parents now with their child and they're ignoring the child and they're looking at a phone and the child is just like blanked out, maybe walking with them. They're pushing a carriage and they're looking at their phone and the child is being ignored. Um, Jamila, is it nature? Do you hate to see animals being abused? Do you hate to see um, forests being cut down? Like what naturally tugs at you? And then that's where you can figure out. And also, what's your gift, Jamila? Like what are you good at? Or do you sing? Do you cook? What do you do? Are you a great listener and people come to you? Sorry, guys, I got to stretch my leg. Do people come to you for your counsel? So it's already, what I don't want any of you watching to think is like your mission is super far away. I don't think that's the case. I think throughout your life, you would have gotten hints of it. Again, we're not listening. We're not tuned in to the intuitive voices of our angels, our guides, and our ancestors are always trying to kind of lead us in a direction. Okay? So Jamila, let me know. Put it in the chat. I want to know a little bit more about. Yeah. And intuitive Tammy, yes. Okay, intuitive Tammy, absolutely. I love it. Because intuitive Tammy, sometimes I'll have another intuitive because you can be too close, right? You want to know something and you're like, I'm too close. Intuitive Tammy, do you want me to do tarot or do you want me to do the Starseed Oracle? I'm gonna wait. Tell me because I'm actually feeling more towards the tarot for you, which I have the cards them over on the left. Let me know. Do you want tarot or do you want the Starseed Oracle? And you probably are a messenger too. Those of you who did watch my last live, it was way towards the end, so it was long. I pulled the same card twice in a row, shuffling the deck on camera, shuffling the deck, pulled the same card. Not even just like I pulled it and then I pulled another card, then I pulled it. No, I pulled like the same card back to back. and it was some message. I don't even remember if it was the messenger card. Um, no, it was about conflict and healing from conflict, and that we have to bring love to our conflict zones and our conflict people, because they're damaged. We're all like children. We're all sort of damaged. Do you guys remember that? That kind of scared me. Okay, intuitive Tammy says tarot is fine. Okay, so here, let me have to mix my cards back in that I had pulled for myself. So give me a second. All right. I don't have my angel cards with me because the angel cards come in a box this big, and my luggage, you guys. I traveled to the UK with one carry-on. I managed to just a carry-on and the the purse, right? But the purse, I made it a little backpack. It's a little backpack like Adrian Vittadini or something I got from, I don't even remember now. I can't remember the store I got it from. But it's like fairly small. It could fit under the seat, but it fit my laptop because my laptop's like that. I am here for 3 months with just that. And I figure, you know what? If I need some underwear, I'll buy it. If my blouse, so you'll see me in the same clothes. That's why. It's not that I don't have a lot of, well, I don't have a lot of clothes because I can only pack so much, right? So this is one of the things, yeah, I did pack with a scallop. So you might see me in this a lot. You'll be like, Viv only has 4 tops. Well, yes. Actually, that's not true. I have some more summery tops because I think the season will be transitional. So I bought some winter sweaters. I bought, you guys, I actually hate this color. This is not a good color with my skin tone. Is this the most drab? Look at this, right? But it's this, I don't know, it's just sort of a classic cable knit sweater. It's comfortable, it fit me well, but I hate the color. So I bought it. And I also just bought a lot of black and gray because when you're traveling, when I wear white, tell me I'm not the only one. When I wear what, the first time I wear a white blouse, I drop something on it. I'm eating curry, or I use turmeric, and I have this yellow spot in the middle of my chest. Like, oh, well, nobody will notice that, right? It'll definitely be turmeric or curry or something, something. So that's why you guys will see me. I have a lot of black, and I have a lot of gray, and I actually like gray. I find gray very soothing. It calms my nerves. So I'm shuffling for intuitive Tammy. I'm shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. I like to also split the cards and then turn them, get some of them upside down. Let's see. Okay, Tammy, let's see. Okay, let's all just take a breath together. Let's see. Oh no, right away this wants to come. I'm gonna pull it straight. Oh my lord! This was one of the cards I pulled for myself. Here I'm holding the deck, so I was holding it down like this, right? Because like this, you can see this. My thumb is this way. I had it down on my lap. I pulled straight up, and you got one of the cards that I got. So this is like, people do astrology, and I'm not an astrologer, but I definitely notice when I pull cards, there will be a theme. So let me talk about this then. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Um, I read the cards intuitively. I am not gonna because it's like, oh, this represents this and this and this, but this card upright is generally very good, right? It means that this fortune is turning positively for you now. All right. And so if it were reversed, right, would read that as the opposite or kind of internal. So upright, it's definitely easier. So Tammy, there's a sense that this is your time. There's something where there's going to be movement forward, take some action. Um, but also, again, with the positive, know that this wheel is always turning. So say this could come up in somebody who's going to get a marriage proposal, somebody who's going to win a grant, if there will be any grants left after our government is done being whatever is being done to it, right? So very positive card, good timing, take action. If there's something you've been wanting to do, now is the time to create it. Tammy, I'm going to pull another card because that's usually what I do because I want to get more information. So let me pull. And Tammy told me no. Wow. Okay. She says, wow, yes, that is something when that happens. Okay. Yes, tarot is fine. Tell me what you think about the Wheel of Fortune. just flashed as I was shuffling. I think I saw the strength card also, but I closed my eyes. I'm shuffling. Okay, and I want to do the shuffle like this kind of, I don't know what this is called when you know, interlace them. So let me do that. Hold on. Okay, all right, fan it out. Tell me more for Tammy about related to the Wheel of Fortune. It is at the center. What, Tammy, I'm jealous. You guys, again, I'm holding the deck and I pulled straight up. So I'm only seeing the reflection. The reason I even know what this card is my laptop is showing me back myself. She got the sun. This is very, very good. Tammy, something major positive is going to be happening for you. And that's why you guys see me looking up too, because it's just confusing. The camera is here, but I see my image in the laptop. And I'm dyslexic, so that's why it always throws me off. So she got first this card, and then and she got it upright, right? So this is good timing. I'm going to say, Tammy, since you got the sun card, girl, you're supposed to put yourself out there. I don't know, like, I'll give examples. It could be, you know, if you were talking to me and you're like, oh, I want to publish a book, Viv. The book is written, but I'm holding it. I haven't. This is like, go. Okay. If you wanted to travel somewhere, if you wanted to apply for a grant, a scholarship, a prize, um, something, this is really, really positive. These are two major arcana, meaning they're major life issues are being addressed here. She's being told the timing is right. Karmically, you have support. The divine is with you. And then it's about putting herself out, being her true self, showing her brilliance to the world, and her gifts. So, wow, Tammy, I want to know what it is. Like, what is this? Is there something where you're going to start like a retreat center? Like, what is it? Because this is very, very positive. Let's see what she says. You're buying a house. Okay. Okay. I'm being turned I'm being after being turned down to rent a year ago. Wow. Okay, so you're buying a house after being turned down to rent a year ago. Thank you so much, love. That resonates so much. Yeah, no, this couldn't get any better, honestly. And it does speak of large life change. For those of you who are watching who are not Tammy, you're like, damn, I didn't get those cards. This, I would say, you know, I pulled this for someone. This is major life change. She says she's buying a house. It is the time. The timing is right. In fact, you guys, recently for a friend, I have a friend who is training to be a meditation teacher. A really good person. I'm really glad she's a new friend. Um, she came when I was doing a art open house. Her and her partner came to the art open house, and we right away, she's like, I don't know, she just right away is like, oh, we started talking, and then she mentioned she's studying meditation. I go, well, I'm actually a meditation teacher, I'm an artist, but and then right away we were like, she's like, you better, here's my number, you're gonna call me, we're gonna hang out. And she was new to the town. They've settled now and everything. She was trying to buy a house, and the whole, just to tell you that she doesn't kind of believe in too much woo woo, you know, but we've become friends. So I said, you want me to pull a card for you? Pull the card for her, you guys. I think I pulled three, and it was clear, and I think it was the Wheel of Fortune. I'm pretty sure it was a card, and I remember saying to her, and that's why I remember the story now. I remember saying to her, the timing is off, and you guys, she had tried to buy a house. They liked the house. It fell through. Somebody else put an offer. I don't know. And she was kind of down, and they were like, you know, they were just like, well, what do we do? Da da da. Do we, you know? And the card spirit was like, the timing is off. I remember saying that to her. She's like, oh, that's interesting. And then she had a reason that she's like, oh, yeah, you could be right. You guys, they just were able to buy that house. Whatever had stopped them fell through. They went back. They bought the house now. So definitely this has recently come up for me in relation, in reading for people where it has to do with, again, it's always timing, but it can be home buying. But yeah, this is really good. Tammy, I would also consider, I feel like there's more even than just buying the house. There's something about the house um, putting you out there. Like, are you going to I don't know, it feels even more about your personality. With the sun card, I feel that it's something about your personality. Is the house in a warm climate? Because this literally, the sun card can also mean, again, depending on surrounding cards, very much about literally maybe a vacation in a place that is warm, depending, yeah, on what else came with it. And if it's a shorter term reading, it might be like, oh, this person's going to go on a vacation to like Florida or to the Keys or, whatever, the Bahamas, um, someplace literally sunny, not just sort of like saying put themselves out there. So, anyway, that was cool. Congratulations. So, let me read your comments. She said, I just connected with some amazing sisters in business and we are doing retreats and building some other things. There you go. There you go. Did I even say retreats? Because, yeah, it doesn't feel like just a house. Like you mentioned that buying the house, it felt, the sun card felt more like yourself. Wow. Okay. Well, let me know what you guys are doing. That sounds very interesting. Are you going to do it in Mexico or Ecuador or where? But yeah. And she said, I'm also releasing my prior identity as a nurse so that I can do this work for God and reassuring me that time is now. Yes. The time is now is very clear. It came through me for you to see that, intuitive Tammy. It's very much a timing card act. I mean, similar to the chariot, um, but more even on timing being right, right? The chariot is like move forward, go, do it. Can also just mean a car, like you literally buy a new car. I don't tend to read at that mundane level. I'm serious, guys. Okay, I don't. Um, I don't also I do not read like, will he come back to me? So that's not what I do. Again, do check out my website, intheflowofmagic.com, for a chakra energy alignment. I don't even like the word healing because I don't know that you're broken. It's more of alignment. I tune into the chakras and do sort of energy work, sometimes through symbols, sometimes through seeing colors, and then I do the reading. So do check that out on my site. And I think, as I said, it's under one-on-one on my website. And hopefully my calendar is up to date. Um, there's one day this week that I'll actually be shifting so that I block that off on the calendar. But yeah, check it out. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's 10 minutes from the ocean in Washington State. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Fatima. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Probably not the time to be on planes. Tammy, you and me. You and me. I don't know what, if I were an astrologer, it might be something about Mars and metal. I don't know, planes and just sort of the chaos that is, like I've said, there is definitely a chaos energy. There's definitely a hatred energy. We and the light workers, the people who are of God, of spirit, of unity, right? Because there are many, many ways to the divine. I believe we were all created from like one place that, we weren't, anyway. Some of us might have different like star origins. I'm really starting to feel that and believe that and know that. Sometimes you can have wisdom that comes from, long, long, long time ago. But I'm talking about us being all worthy of, you know not this sort of hate filled, that group is bad, this group is bad, let's do this. There's definitely that energy on the planet right now. And many of us are here to, simply by being ourselves, hold counter to that energy. So, yeah. But Tammy, yeah, I'd like to know more about what you're doing. That sounds interesting. What is it, herbalism? Like, what are, in terms of retreats and building some other things? I'd love to know. Um, so yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think I'm gonna close while I still feel it's just an hour. So again, if you would just come in late, just go to the beginning. I was just talking about and sharing my story of, even when you manifest, there still will be life will keep lifing. There will be problems. Other people, especially even if you're very centered, people will bring their problems, probably because you are a bit of like a citadel, a light, like a tower, right? And they see you and they see you shining and they almost gravitate to you because maybe you're emanating peace. right? Right? Like picture a lighthouse, right? And the light is shining out. So I feel like that was what was happening for me as I'm saying that out to you guys and out to the internet. And spirit um, is just reminding me that always come back to center, go back to source within, and truly also to a sense of safety, a sense of trust. Um, for instance, in terms of what Fatima is saying about planes, we all know at some point we have to leave our body. But so to also not think of that as necessarily a failure. I think a failure would be a premature, like it wasn't your time, right? But can anyone say that when each person passes away, it wasn't in the cosmic sense their time? It's kind of deep. I don't know. It's a question that I'm just pondering now, right? Like life wants to keep blossoming, and you did come for a purpose. um, it could just be, like I said, your energy. You have one child, but you raise that child beautifully. You pour all this love into the child, and you have a ripple effect. So your legacy, it's not that you have to start some big company or become a billionaire. I think many people in our society, sadly our young people also, this is totally feels channeled, are seeing like billionaires as the successful people. You can be successful and not be a billionaire. You don't have to own a tech company to be successful. You don't have to be an entrepreneur to be successful, right? I think that some of the values being put out, I know this, are super, super shallow relative to the gifts we have as humans, the things that the planet Earth needs, right? Does the planet Earth need another billionaire who is self absorbed? Uh, you know, no, it doesn't. That's not what our planet needs, our ecosystem. That's not what's needed. But I feel like some of our young people um, are getting that message. Also, maybe I should just do a short video on the damage COVID did to young people. Um, if anybody watching this is an educator or interacts with young people a lot and wants to come on and talk about that, because I have different people reaching out, it'll just come up that their children are damaged. All different ages, you guys, I'm getting from like high school or middle school, that coming out of that whole COVID period, or they were just starting school, or they were supposed to be in preschool, that it has really damaged them. And I don't feel like that's being addressed. If we had an intact and strong leadership, I would think that would be where money should go, is to study that and see how can we like re-normalize our children coming out of a pandemic that caused them to lose connection with other humans, caused them to lose some developmental, like to get put back a little developmentally. Like I said, I've heard this from multiple people telling me about their children or children they know damaged by the COVID lockdown time. So if anybody is an educator or feels like they want to come on the channel with me and maybe just talk about it, maybe that's something we can talk about. How to kind of renaturalize, um, renormalize. The normal is such a renormalize our children, our young people. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to be teaching meditation to young people online. I don't know if folks would enroll their kids in it. Like, I don't know. But it is something that has kept coming up, um, is this damage to young people. Okay? Because again, they didn't have the resilience built in. Like, we think of kids as being resilient, but depending where the COVID lockdown happened, it like stunted some of their growth, literally. Like, it would have been their romantic and interpersonal growth, like maybe high school into college. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but I have said that I think COVID broke society. It broke society in a way that I don't think we've really reconciled with yet, that we have dealt with yet. Okay, let me look at your comments now on my laptop before I go. Intuitive Time said that's deep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, mhm, mhm. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, Tammy, I'd be interested. Just keep me in mind, keep me in the loop. I can be connected with on my website, if you just go to intheflowofmagic.com, there is a contact form. But yeah, we are in the space of exploring what we can do in corporate as well. Yeah, I think corporate was um, starting to integrate a lot of what I lovingly do call woo woo to reclaim it. Corporate was feeling the dryness of corporate. Like people need they need some human touch. It needs to not just it just can't be so fake. And so I think corporate is definitely open to mindfulness. I'm conflicted about trying to work in more corporate settings, presenting to them because I've never worked corporate myself ever because I knew that was not for me. Right? I've worked in the education sector and then I've worked independently and like little jobs, as you're coming up. But I've never had a corporate type job because I could not fit in like literally in a corporate environment. I would be extremely unhappy. And I've been told that anybody who's ever done my chart or anything for me has said, no, you could work in an organization if you run a part of, like, you have a sector where you have the control and you run it. You're not, I can't be like the cog in the machine. Okay, that doesn't work. Yes, yes, all normal people would think that is money well spent. What? Yeah, good. Oh, Alexandra. Okay, really quick, Alexandra. Did you just come in? Because you're mentioning a card, but I kind of moved on from that. I'm gonna pull a tarot then, Alexandra, for you. They need to know how they matter. Yeah. Cubicleitis. Yeah. I've never. I mean, I had an office when I was a professor. I had my own office. Um, and it was actually on the corner, which I liked. I liked its location. I wasn't in the middle of other people. I was like on my own little area. Um, and even academia felt stifling for me. So, um, yeah, okay. It's 20:08 here. I can't do the military time thing. Okay, so Alexandra, this card wants to come up for you. Wow. Okay, so Alexandra got the King of Swords. So this could be a male who is very clear, it could be a boss, could be a father, could be an uncle, a man who is very mentally clear, I would say analytical, conceptual perhaps, but it could also be a part of you. This could be a very good card, I would say, if it's a part of you, Alexandra, because it would mean you have in the hierarchy of the tarot, especially how it's traditionally read, that male, that king would mean like a culmination of, I would read it as a culmination of clarity on a situation, right? You're on your throne, your thoughts have become clear about how to proceed, about concepts, ideas, and you're ready to maybe not execute it, but you have a full sense of dominion over your thought processes, and I'm getting also like your plans. So, Alexandra, let me know if that resonates. I don't tend to pull this card it doesn't tend to come up a huge amount. But again, it could also be a male in your life. Um, so yeah, it's a card that I don't interact with a lot. But let me know. Yeah, let me know. Is it 8:08 p.m.? Are you serious, Tammy? When I said that, right? So okay, 20:08 is 8. That sounds right. Let me look at my computer has, yeah. Yes, that was 8:08. Tammy, thank you. I'm going to look that up in terms of angel numbers. I always want to tout this woman. Her website is called Angel Scribe, and it's angel numbers, and it's old. Like she started entering it in like the 90s, but her descriptions, you guys, are really good. So Intuitive Tammy, I don't know if you know it. Just do angel numbers, but do Blogspot because it's like a blog on Blogger. It's kind of old fashioned. It's it's not like on her own website, but she's really good. And I think her name is like Joanna Scribes. So if you just look up angel numbers Blogspot, she'll come up. And I am going to look up the 808. Fatima, you want a card as well? Oh yeah, I was. Okay, but I will pull quick for Fatima, but Alexandra, let me know if this resonates for you, like what this is specifically pointing to, because I'm just pulling one. Um, because I don't want to wear myself out. Honestly, and like I said, you guys, I had a really trying more than 24 hours. So, yeah, Alexandra, that King of Swords, it's a good card. If it is a male in your life, I think I would say they're a positive influence. They might be a little bit strict, they might be a little bit stern. That's why I say it could be a boss. I'm more hoping that it's an aspect of you, Alexandra, that you've come to clarity and your power in a situation. So if say you were getting a divorce and I was reading for you, it might be that you've come to clarity about the divorce, or it could represent the lawyer in the divorce case, for example. Okay, I'm going to pull one more for Fatima. And you guys, before I go, you guys, you hardcore guys who've here, you probably stuck around for an hour because I'm seeing I've been live for an hour. Do check out and register for, oh my gosh, my how can I do this? I'm going to have you guys face the ceiling really quick for a second. I know that's really weird. Okay, hold on. Yeah, oops. Yeah, I know that's weird. You're seeing the chandelier. I want to find the, check out my chakra study program. We're gonna be working on the root chakra. So the root chakra is very much about manifestation. Let me pull up the page, the chakra study group. Here, let me get the page link. I want to put it in. If you've made it this far with me, let me put this in the chat, and then I'll come back here. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Did that work? Hold on, guys. Lord, I messed something up because here, let me send that. And then let's see if it'll send it. Here we go. Come on now, send. Oh, Lord. Okay, I see what the problem is. Let me try and fix this really quick, guys. I have to literally hold the delete for like 1,000 seconds. Whoops, here. There we are. I had rested something on my keyboard, and so it was basically typing like blank space the whole time I was talking. Hold on. The link may not work because I think I broke the link here. Yeah. It's vivwilliams.com. Hold on. Let me try one more time. Let me try to get you this page. It is not wanting to do this. Yeah, I'm going to put it, I'm going to put it below. I know I'm showing you like the whole house. I'm going to put it below. I can't get it to work right this second. But the chakra study program, it's very much about manifestation, about strengthening. Like, I think that some of you that I read the cards for, where you're wanting to build something, you're wanting to create something, um, strengthening your root chakra. I go in depth in a lot of different ways that you can, and then we practice together. So I'd love to see some of you that pop on the lives in there. All right, I'm going to put the link once I stop the live. It is just $50 for the month, and so you can choose to enroll in the whole program, which is we take a chakra a month. So like root chakra, then we go to sacral. And for most of us, especially women of color, I'm finding a lot of my general audience, the root chakra and the sacral chakra are the ones that need a lot of support, right? And even if you are more of a light worker, you've done a lot of healing work, it's still going to help you manifest what you desire. Okay, so do join me in that. It's the month. It's currently priced at $50, and that is for a month of work with the program and live support 2 times during the month. I'll go live with you in a small group. You can ask questions and we'll do some practices. Typically, I don't just make it questions. We'll go over some of the material, but you get access to my full chakra course, that chapter that you're buying. You're buying the root chakra, but you can also enroll for, I think it's $2.99. Okay, so you save money if you just enroll in the whole course, the Chakra Soul Alchemy. And I'm calling this format the Chakra Study Group because we deep dive for a month. So we're going to start with root chakra. So do enroll. Enrollment is open now. I want to start, give you access to the course on the 1st, right? And it has videos, it has audio. And then again, the live will be the 2nd Saturday and the 4th Saturday of the month. That's the format as planned. But very much if you want to manifest your a dream, a goal, you want to strengthen the root chakra so you feel more embodied, so your health starts to improve. It's a lot of it is spiritual growth, which gives you sort of a wide-ranging series of benefits. So I'm shuffling right now because I was going to pull for well, Alexandra, did you ever reply? And I'm going to pull for Fatima. I believe it was Fatima said. So let me just erase something, Fatima. It's having, there's something that's, yeah. Hold on. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let me, guys, let me give you the link. I'm able to copy it now. I figured out what the problem was. To the goddess coaching around the root chakra for the month of March. There it is. I just put it in. All right, it's in the chat. So Fatima, yes. And thank you, Intuitive Tammy, for pointing out that that is 808. Clearly that 8, that infinity sign, 0. Okay, this is for Fatima. This card wanted to come up. Wow, you guys are getting some powerful cards today. Fatima, this card for me, especially upright, I literally, again, I'm just shuffling and then the card, I feel like that wants to, and then I just came straight up. So I didn't flip it or anything. This is saying you have the ability, Fatima, to be quite strong and overcome some what may be blockages for you. You may, again, I'll give examples to help explain it. If someone were dealing with a difficult relationship or a substance abuser or something like that, actually, substance abuse came to me. I don't know in what connection. It may not be for you, Fatima, it may be for somebody else that's supposed to see this as well. It means you have the ability to bring your gentle strength, right? It's a woman and her hand is, she's taming a lion, but she's connected up to infinity, right? And the white robes, there's a sense of this gentleness taming the fierceness, the almost instinctual drives of a lion, right? So it's a sense of soft power. Soft power. So Fatima, this is a beautiful card. What does this resonate with for you? Is there a situation where you've been maybe struggling and or a person you've been struggling with? Again, my sense is tap into your strength. It's not a strength about domineering. It's not a masculine strength. It's a feminine strength. So I think this is a really beautiful card. So I'm going to look over here now. I want to see. Fatima says, yes, yeah. Tell me what you think. She says, yes, for me. Yes. Tell me, what do you think of that card? It might be a little delay. So I'm going to wait a little bit. This was the last card I'm going to pull, but this is for Fatima. So again, feminine power, feminine strength, I would say connect into spirit and then channel that, right? Channel that message to conquer. It could be your own demons, like it could be maybe an eating disorder. Again, I'm giving examples so you can see. It could be uh, overspending. Something that's almost primal, that feels uncontrollable or feels like basic urges. This card could come up, but it's saying you actually have the strength to do what you need to do, the wholesome thing, the thing that will feed your soul. You have that ability. You can conquer, you can tame the lion. So, Fatima, how does that resonate? What is this specifically? Because I'm just going to pull the one card, but I'd be curious. Is there something that you've been struggling with to overcome? It could be, could be overspending, which I think I mentioned, but it could be under earning. It could be infertility. It could be anything. I'm just throwing out examples. But again, taming the beast, you're able to tame this very powerful sense of like almost like a masculine energy. So let's see. So Fatima has replied. Let me see. I'm going to read what she says. That makes sense a lot. I'm struggling with letting go of some very old attachments. I relapsed on a lot of things I'm aware I need to stop doing to step into my higher self. And relapse is the word. Thank you. That's exactly the word. Like when I said like addictions, again, you or somebody maybe you're dealing with, it could be somebody who's like angry all the time, and maybe it's a partner, or maybe it's like a domineering parent, and you have a dynamic with them. And this is saying, but you have the strength. So it's a very, very positive card. Feel very uplifted by it. And it's saying the message is it's not coming from outside. It's saying you need to tap into your strength, get your feet firmly grounded, I would say, grounded on the earth, and be gentle with, again, yeah, there's a gentle power. Don't try to use force, but that you can tame the thing that felt untamable. So yeah, glad that is helpful. Glad that is helpful. All right, guys, let's do just a really brief, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Come back to yourself. That's the message. Come back to yourself. As you're with me now, as I'm sitting, one thing you could do is just feel your spine. So feel your back and just feel, maybe from your neck down, feel your spinal cord. Feel all the way down to your tailbone. If you're sitting, just tune into your body. Bring yourself back in. For some of you, maybe it's come into the belly, come into like the navel, and just feel that. Bring all of your attention in instead of letting it be scattered, letting it be taken from you. We are most powerful when our energy, not it's not, containment isn't the word, but it's when we're aware of and fully in our energy and fully embodied. And that's why I'm urging a lot of you that mention to me you have these different problems, that working with the root chakra energy, studying with me for the month of March would definitely benefit you, okay? In ways that would probably unfold over several months, is the sense I'm getting. It wouldn't just be instant, but it would be that you look back and you're like, that was the year that I really started to pull a lot of things to manifest together, okay? And remember, so February will be root chakra, again, private program, so you have to enroll. March, and then April will be sacral chakra, okay? So Fatima says, yes, I need to balance my spirit. I've been trying to be gentle with myself as well. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. And yeah, so Intuitive Tammy, I would also love to see you in the program. You would get a lot out of it. I bring a lot of not just, intuitive, but a lot of what I'm seeing with clients sometimes, and I will close with this, is we have health issues and we're trying to go around the health issues. Okay, and I've done that. Again, that's root chakra. We have to deal with the body. We have to deal with our physical incarnation. So I see many of us trying to almost jump over issues to get to like a higher level on the rung, on the ladder. If you have physical health issues, do deal with that. That is part of your healing, and get that, and then you can still work at the higher levels. But without your physical body, that embodiment is needed, right? That's the base. That's the basis of everything on the planet now. We can't just escape into the higher, ethereal imagination, energy. And so some of you want to do that, and you have to really, for some of you, come back more to your body and your healing. Now, those of you goddesses watching this, it's a subset where you're very well root chakra primed, you're very settled, you're financially stable, your health is pretty good. What you want to do is then take that and blossom. So working with me with the root chakra, we can still get your energy moving where you can start to work with more your intuition and your sort of why are you here? You're not just here to like have a big house, have two cars, live in a good zip code, take 3 vacations a year, right? That's sort of somebody who's just sort of stuck at the root chakra. So you might also be interested in studying with me in the program to work with kind of breaking out of just being root chakra focused and working into the higher levels. Okay, but you would still want to work with that. So Spirit is just telling me to say that. So it isn't just for the folks who are kind of like scattered and maybe not even able to pull it together to really study and do practices. If you go through this program with me, I'm saying that you just need 20 minutes 3 times a week to do practices, whether that is journaling, whether that is the meditations, whether that's following the audio, whether that's assimilating the information, right? So, yeah, gonna end on that note. Thank you so much. And if you're having physical issues and you just want more one-on-one, working with learning how to deal with your stress, then also on my website, intheflowofmagic.com, and you can get a single coaching session for like a smaller issue. You can get a 3 coaching session, or the full is 8 sessions over about 3 months, where you really get time to integrate the stuff we do. So it's not just like, oh, whoop, that went over my head and now I don't do it, right? So I think for a lot of you, consider also the one-on-one coaching, the full coaching, which, like I said, I'm calling the mindful meridian method, combining mindfulness with working with the energy meridians, self massage to help whatever issue you're having, to help bring the stress down, whether you have lupus, whether you have reproductive issues, whether you have high blood pressure, whether you're suffering from anxiety, especially anxiety and stress, where there's a lot we can do between learning how to practice meditation and between the acupressure points. So I can definitely help you with those. Those of you where it's manifested into a physical illness, obviously that took longer to happen, okay? And that probably developed over years. And so the work I do can help you get on the right path. And then if you practice regularly, what I teach you and the protocol, then you can start to see your stress level plummeting down, okay? Especially if you already are having physical symptoms. That means the stress is affecting you negatively and affecting your hormones, affecting your whole body. So do get in touch. I would love to work with you. If you found my channel, there's a reason. Okay, so check out my website, intheflowofmagic.com. And right below the video, I'm going to put the link to the Chakra Study Group, the Goddess Coaching Group Program that is starting in March. All right. Mwah. Much love and blessings. Thank you for your support of my work. If you're not able to come take a program, at least give the video a thumbs up and do subscribe. I'm trying to hit 30,000 subscribers. Kind of got stuck a little bit there because I wasn't making as many videos. And so do share my channel with anyone who you think would be interested in any of it, the affirmations, the divine feminine, all of that. So to subscribe is a wonderful way. I thank you for that. To give a thumbs up is also wonderful. I thank you for doing that as well. Tell YouTube this is important, you like it, you want other people to see it. Okay. Much love and blessings. And we'll talk again soon. Or I will end up seeing you privately. Bye for now.